Hello everyone, my name is Sheree and I'm here today to do a book review on The Girl Who Fell from the Sky by Heidi W. Durrow. This is the story of a girl named Rachel. She is the sole survivor of a family tragedy and she ends up moving across the country to live with her grandmother in a mostly predominantly black neighborhood. Rachel is biracial. She was born from a Danish mother and a black father. Her parents met overseas as her father was a GI, and Rachel grew up pretty much, I think it was in Germany, before her and her family moved to the States. This story is a coming-of-age story as Rachel deals with being biracial, and she also deals with mysteries surrounding what happened on the day of that tragedy and whether or not she ends up coming to terms with it. I really love this book. This book was really emotional for me. I will say, I'm not really a book crier, someone who cries a lot while they read, but this book, it got to me. It really, really got to me. This book was pretty much a character-driven novel, and I'm very happy to say that I really like these characters. There was Rachel, our main character, who had to deal with a lot. She dealt with being bullied at school. She looked different from everyone. She had light brown skin and blue eyes. She looked different from all of the other kids in her school, and it was like anytime she tried to make a friend, it didn't fit. She couldn't make a fit with them, whether they were white or black. It just didn't mesh well. She didn't really mesh well with any of them. She also had to deal with living with family members that she barely knew. And dealing with the tragedy was very hard for her. Dealing with what actually happened, as well as not having parents and not having her siblings around her anymore. Although Rachel was our main character, we got to see other characters' perspective. Each chapter we got the perspective of a different character. We got to hear from Rachel's mother and from Rachel's father. We also got to hear from a character named Jamie, and Jamie was a boy who sort of witnessed the tragedy, and with him seeing it, he kind of put himself into Rachel's life. And then there's something that he has to tell Rachel, but Rachel is across the country, so he has to figure out how to give her this information. Also, this book starts in the 80s, so it's not like now where you can just find her on Facebook or something. This book starts in the 80s, so he has to figure out how he's going to give her this information because he's so dead set on telling her something. This is definitely a book about identity. These characters are trying to figure out who they were. I was able to identify with each of them and understand exactly what they were going through and why they did certain things that they did. Whether I agreed or not on why they did the things that they did, the author was able to convey to me to make me understand why they did the things that they did. I thought this book was well written, and I think it's definitely a book to read that discusses race relations in our society. I ended up giving this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book. I definitely recommend it. I ended up purchasing this book on Kindle. It was actually on sale for $1.99. I think it still is. And usually if it's $1.99 on Kindle, it's $1.99 on all the other platforms. So iBooks and Nook and everything. Although I own it on my Kindle, I'm definitely going to get a physical copy of this book. I loved it and it needs to be in my collection. That's all I have for this review today. Let me know if you end up picking this book up or if you've already read it. I feel like the more I love a book, the harder it is for me to actually talk about it. It took me forever to try to think what I was going to say in this review. And honestly, all I wanted to do was just say, I love it. Go buy it and read it, please. But I figure I might as well have given you more information as I did earlier. I hope that was enough information for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see more reviews, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.